all I can say to you is this: you did not expect this to happen at the beginning of this week whatsoever. What's gonna happen at the beginning of this week, it's gonna be absolutely brilliant, and it's going to turn your world around, my gorgeous Virgolini. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. It is to do with the specific information you are going to have. You are not going to believe what is going to happen. You are not going to believe what is about to take place in your life. This information, like, oh my God, on one hand, I don't even know how to say this, it's really a lot to do with this aspect of your life that means to you so much, but you were worrying about this aspect of your life for absolute ages. Things kind of slowed down for you. Things went into some kind of stagnation, but you kept going, you kept going, and you kept going. Even at those times when, oh my God, it was so hard, it was so difficult, but you kept going, my gorgeous Virgolini. You did not stop. And now this information that you are going to have at the beginning of this week is most simply going to blow you away. You are going to have this big reward for your hard work. Your hard work is about to be rewarded. And I'm talking about something that you've actually lost your hopes with, especially within the last 2 or 3 months. Oh my God, things have been so hard. Things have really terribly slowed down for you. And there were times when you thought like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, you know, but you knew kind of deep inside that that was wrong, you know, but you just didn't know what to do. And to be quite honest with you, lots of people in your situation would have kind of walked away from this absolutely, you know, ages ago. Okay, but you, my gorgeous Virgolini, you kept going. This is because you're so psychic. This is because you're so intuitive. This is because your third psychic eye is always wide open. You live in 2 different worlds at the same time. And sometimes it's very hard. I know sometimes it's very hard because you understand things on a completely different level. Okay? I understand, but also due to the fact that you're so intuitive, you know, you knew that you needed to keep going with this because you knew that something big is going to come out of it. You were guided all this time by your higher self. Okay, and that's why you landed somewhere so amazing. Okay, when it comes to this week, as I said, this information, as soon as you have this information, everything changes. It's to do with the biggest reward for your hard work, you know, but it's gonna, I say the biggest because you did not expect this to happen whatsoever. Okay, the biggest reward for your hard work. This is going to surprise you. This is going to surprise you because you did not expect this to happen whatsoever. My gorgeous Virgolini, you did not expect this to happen whatsoever. And although I said you're intuitive, you're psychic and everything, but seriously, you did not expect this to happen whatsoever because it's to do with this aspect of your life that has been draining your energy lately. And it was making you feel so negative. And as I said before, you wanted to walk away from this, you know, because you just felt that this aspect of your life did not serve you anymore. And at times you thought like you should just move on to do different things in life. But no, baby, no. Now everything changes. You are going to have a major reward at the beginning of this week. As soon as you have this information, your hard work is about to pay off. And this feeling that you are going to have, this energy you are going to feel, you know, I cannot describe this. I cannot describe how you're going to feel. You're going to feel so powerful. You're going to feel so re-energized. You're going to feel so revived. If there is, you know, let's say that you didn't sleep like 3 days, you know, you would still be absolutely fine to function, you know, after you have this information. And this is what I'm talking about here. This information, it's not only going to be ridiculously rewarding, you know, a big reward is coming for your hard work. A big reward is coming for your hard work. But this information, it's also going to bring two major things into your life instantly. Number one, you will see exactly what are you capable of. My gorgeous Virgolini, you're special. You're special. You know, you will know exactly what are you capable of, okay? But you're also at the same time, you know, you will know, my gorgeous Virgolini, what do you need to, what do you have to carry on with? Okay, what do you need to focus on, my gorgeous Virgolini? This is clearly going to show you the actual path in this life you need to follow. You need to follow. Seriously, this is going to be absolutely major for you. And later on, I'll mention at around the end of this week, there is a major omen you are going to have, which is also going to be connected to this. I mean, this week is going to be absolutely crazy. But now, let me just carry on with this, that now, this is like a really kind of, this situation is going to show you the way, and it's going to show you the actual path you need to follow. You will feel revived. Okay, you will feel so optimistic, you will feel so happy, you will feel so energetic, you will be so talkative, you really are gonna, oh my God, feel so happy, you're gonna feel so good. And this is really telling me that you have been worrying about this for such a long time. Maybe it's just something that you don't even like to admit to yourself, you know, at times. You know, I completely understand. But now this is all going to become, this is all going to be worth it, you know. And at times when it was so difficult, now you will understand. You will understand. You will clearly see that you have been guided all this time by your higher self. What an amazing feeling. This is going to enlighten you because it's going to show you the way. You know, what path do you need to follow? And this is going to also give you courage, you know, to actually do that. And to be quiet. You see this is going to like kind of, it's going to enlighten you. My gorgeous Virgolini, you know, and it's gonna like, it's gonna show you the path, which path you need to follow. It's, you know, changing the whole perspective like instantly. This is your enlightenment. And also at the same time, it's gonna give you courage. You know, this is all gonna give you courage to to follow that path. You know, no matter what, we have ups and downs in this life. Your downs came to an end, my gorgeous Virgolini, and you will know this, you will feel this, you know, you're gonna feel so good. And not only this is the actual path you need to follow, but look, it's gonna lead towards this major kind of outcome, which is also gonna reflect on your finances, like in such a great way. Financially, this is gonna be brilliant for you. Seriously, the next few months, oh my God, the more work you put into this within the next few months, the more you are going to gain out of it. Just think of it. Just think of it like you are on this field and you're walking on this beautiful magical field, you know, and you're just planting these seeds. You're planting these seeds. And the more seeds you plant on these magical seeds, the more you're going to enjoy later on, the more it's going to grow. You know, this is what you need to understand. And this is absolutely brilliant, and it just blows me away how not that long ago you were thinking about walking away from this, and now, oh my God, boom, 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 Big Mama knocks on the door and everything literally changes. Absolutely brilliant, my gorgeous Virgolini. This is gonna be amazing. And also, do you know what? Like within the next couple of days, you are going to realize that there is something additional you want to do. You will want to follow this path. This is going to answer your big question, should I do this or not? Of course, you need to follow your path. But at the same time, over the next couple of days, you're going to realize that there is something additional you want to do. You want to bring into this journey. Something additional is just going to come to you the moment in time when you least expect it. You know, you're going to remember something that you've been through not that long ago. You're going to remember this brilliant idea you had not that long ago, and something is going to remind you of that idea, and then it's going to be boom again. And then you're going to realize, oh my God, I want to do this as well. Something additional. And that's exactly what you should do. As I said, you need to follow this path, but also by doing something additional here, bringing in into this something additional, you are taking things on the next level. You're bringing this new energy in, and the whole new beautiful adventure is about to begin. But there is something you're gonna need to kind of commit yourself to, and please don't be put off by this. Somebody very close to you, somebody really nice, really gorgeous, really beautiful, both in and out, it's not gonna be able to understand this, you know, a little bit, this additional thing you want to do, you know. And that person is going to try to put you off. But, you know, that person is going to realize very, very quickly that you were doing the right thing. So don't allow this person to put you off from this whatsoever. And it's somebody really nice, you know, somebody who you normally talk to, somebody who you normally listen to, somebody very intelligent. But, do you know what I mean? It's not that every single person in our lives can understand exactly where are we coming from when we make certain decisions. Certain decisions we want to do, that we want to do and we want to try, you know, they need to come from us, really, not from anybody else, especially something like this, because it is going to be the beginning of a really, really beautiful adventure. Look at this, my gorgeous Virgolini. Absolutely brilliant. So when it comes to this commitment, you know, don't allow some kind of a commitment to put you off, because you're gonna love this, and this is gonna be like life-changing for you. And I really hope you will feel this. I really hope, my gorgeous Virgolini, you will know this immediately, okay? And you also kind of somebody is gonna try to somebody is gonna be like a bit of a hard work to you as well at around the beginning of this week, not related to this situation, not related to what I said so far, but somebody is going to be like a bit of a like a hard work to you at around the beginning of this week. And somebody who you know for a very, very long time, somebody who you know your whole life, somebody who you definitely know from your childhood, that particular person is going to demand something from you that it's very impossible for you to do at the moment. You know, at the moment you're not going to find time to do what this person will want you to do. But it's somebody really, it's not somebody horrible, it's not somebody evil or anything like that. This is a nice person, but this particular person like kind of misses you, you know, and that's why that particular person is going to give you a little bit of a hard time. And this is really kind of gonna make you feel a little bit kind of bad. And a little bit down. So I just think that you just need to kind of spend a little bit more time with this particular person. This is a nice person, somebody in your life, somebody who you know your whole life, but this particular person, it's also very strange and very different at times, and that's okay. This particular person is different, rather unusual, and this particular person has got like a completely different outlook and completely different perspective on this life, you know. Somebody really unusual, but somebody who you have got very, very close in your heart. So this is just like an indication and the actual sign that you need to kind of like spend more time with that person, buy them something, give them a little gift, you know. Giving gift to somebody brings this beautiful energy in and really reconnects people as well. No, it's not about being materialistic and things like that. It's more about being nice and making somebody happy, you know, giving a little surprise to somebody. And I do think that this particular person loves surprises and loves little gifts, you know, and I'm sure, my gorgeous Virgolini, you know this, you know. And this life is too short, you know, to not to spend time with those people who like kind of meant to be in our lives, and these are like lifelong friends or family members, for example. You know, this life is too short. You know, we always need to think like that. We need to find times. We need to find time sometimes in our lives, you know, to spend time with those we love, with those who mean to us so much. And this is most certainly one of the people that have got a very, very, very special place in your heart, my gorgeous Virgolini, indeed. And also I want to say to you, and I've seen this before, it's just so important to mention that your body is desperately going to try to warn you. Your body is going to try to let you know, when it comes to the beginning of this week in particular, there is something that you have already been aware of that you shouldn't be doing or you shouldn't be taking. Maybe it's to do with certain food, maybe it's to do with drink, you know. It's really difficult for me to say what exactly this is going to be, but it's something that you already knew that you shouldn't be doing, that you shouldn't be taking, because your body was already trying to let you know to not to do this, and you're just trying to stop this, and you just can't. You just find yourself doing it, eating it or taking it or drinking it, whatever this is. And at around the beginning of this week, oh my God, it's like almost you're going to have some kind of a warning, you know. Things are going to be felt on a completely different level. You know, you will want to do that, whatever you shouldn't be doing, for example, and it's affecting you negatively, of course. That's why I'm saying this. And then suddenly you're going to have this intuitive message, you know, like you're going to feel, again, you're going to be reminded, like, I don't want to do this. I shouldn't be doing this. And your body is going to try to make you aware of something that if you carry on with this, it's going to start to make you feel quite bad. You know, and I'm not saying that things are going to become irreversible, but from this moment onwards, if you do ignore your own body trying to warn you, oh my God, this can only go against you, my gorgeous Virgolini. It's the sign that you need to do this, but it also means that you are able to do this, you are capable to do this. You need to protect yourself. You have got so much to do in this life. You have so much to look forward to, and you're only going to become aware of this at the beginning of this week, when you are finally going to perk up like a big mama. So seriously, this is gonna be absolutely important for you to pay attention to. There is a reason why your body is trying to let you know that something is not good for you. You need to follow through with this, and this is really going to improve your quality of life. It's bringing this a little bit like a gray energy right now, and when we do kind of have a little bit of a gray energy around us, we don't necessarily see things as we should. We don't see things crystal clear. When it comes to your mind, when it comes to your clarity in general, when it comes to your intuition, everything can be so much better. You get so much more out of this life, and you're gonna see how much more energy you are going to have as soon as you stop this, my gorgeous Virgolini, indeed. And also, by the time you get to the mid part of this week, you see, it's to do with 1-2. man and a woman, and a little group of people here. Man and a woman. This man and this woman, they're somebody who are very close to you. These two people are very important to you. They're very close to you. This man and this woman at around the midweek, and there are going to be other people around. And these other people you will know as well, but they're not going to be as important to you as these two people, for example. So it's going to be some kind of a little gathering you're going to have at around the midweek, my gorgeous Virgolini, and you're going to have a really great experience, a really beautiful experience, really positive experience, you know. There are going to be all sorts of like a crazy conversation going to be going on, things that you feel really comfortable to talk about, a weird subject, you know, personal subjects, you know. I know that you're going to be surrounded by people who you trust, and you're gonna feel really, really comfortable. But at the same time, you will realize there are going to be so many interesting subjects going on. And few of these people are really like kind of big mamas, you know, people who really inspire you. And nothing is to do with this man and this woman, especially these two big mamas. You know, they're both like kind of inspiring you. They're doing something in their life that is so different, and they're doing something in their life that is so successful, and they're so cool with this. They're so good with this. They're so like, ooh, you know, they just really have this mind-blowing energy that just kind of like feeds you and inspires you, and it elevates you. What a mind-blowing combination of energies you are going to have here. So something is going to come to the surface, some kind of conversation, and there is something, oh my God, that you are gonna connect to. There is something that you will want to learn more about, explore more, like a certain subject, for example. And this, oh my God, this is your destiny. Knock, 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 knocking on your door, my gorgeous Virgolini. You know why? Because whatever you feel drawn to do, whichever subject you feel drawn to explore, okay, you're gonna do this whether you like it or not. I can tell you this. You're gonna do this whether you like it or not, because this is going to be on your mind quite a lot. And after that, you will be thinking about it. After that, you will be reading about it. After that, you will be exploring your options. You know, there is just some kind of a subject you will want to learn about. And the more you kind of read about this subject, the more you're going to kind of feel connected to that subject. And this is all going to be leading towards you starting some kind of a journey here, and completely unexpected a little journey, which is gonna connect, which is bringing a really, really special person into your life. And this is all going to happen within the next few days, honestly. This is bringing like a really special person into your life. So first of all, you're going to be exploring about this subject. You're going to be reading about this subject, my gorgeous Virgolini. And then you're going to, within the next few days, you're going to do something. You're going to start something. You're going to start some kind of a mini journey. This is what you're going to think. I'm just going to start this. There is a certain move you're going to make. And on this path, you are destined to do this. Because, number one, you're going to learn so much about life in general. You're going to learn so much about yourself. You're going to learn so much about your spirituality. You're going to learn so much about what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. You're going to learn so much how much you actually changed. Sometimes we need some kind of edit in our life like this to happen in order for us to realize how much we changed. New people, new situations, new things require us to respond in new and different ways. This is where all this magic is, my gorgeous Virgolini, okay, when it comes to all this. But most importantly, somebody very, very special is about to enter your life. Somebody very, very special is about to enter your path. This person, oh my God, it's going to be so good. You will, especially on a spiritual level, this is going to make your life so much more meaningful. This is going to make your life so much more colorful, you know. And at the same time, you are really kind of gonna, you know, be inspired through this person so much. This person is gonna like keep on inspiring you to do the right things in life, but especially when it comes to your own spirituality. You know, you will have such a beautiful confirmation through this person, how powerful you are, and which things in terms of your own spirituality are imminent for you. They are as important as water, as drinking water every day. Honestly, my gorgeous Virgolini, this is going to be absolutely brilliant. And also what I was going to say, in between the midweek towards the end of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, you are going to see this omen. You are going to see this omen, a moth. You know, moth. You are going to see this moth. This moth is going to be moth, you know, moth. This moth, it's going to be so different. It's like completely different to anything you've ever seen before when it comes to this type of a creature, you know. This moth, for the first time ever, you will see this type of a moth. For example, when you see this moth, oh my God, this is your sign that you need to surrender. You need to surrender to this journey immediately. So there is still something gonna be on your mind. There is still something gonna be on your mind. You're gonna be worrying about. You're gonna be worrying about when it comes to this, what I said to you at the beginning of this adventure, you know, and all this, you're taking things on the next level. There are still going to be, I don't blame you, because what you've been through within the last couple of years, I don't really blame you. So naturally, you're going to feel like, oh my God, just a little bit like kind of paranoid, you know, because this does indeed involves certain risks. But then again, what doesn't? Everything carries some kind of a risk with it. But the moment in time you see this moth, my gorgeous Virgolini, this is going to be an omen. This is going to be a sign to surrender to this journey. The sooner you surrender to this journey, the sooner your life is going to be transformed. Literally. So this little moth, it's only there to remind you to just ignore anything that could prevent you from doing this, okay? And this is your sign to surrender right now to this journey. If there was any doubt in your mind at this point, trust me, it will be gone, literally. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, by the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, it's like, you see, you are going to feel courage, you know. Now suddenly it really is to do with something you have been contemplating doing for absolute ages, but you didn't have courage to do this. It's about, you know, really a lot. It's about you, you know, making this really wise decision right now. When it comes to this contemplation, there is something you have been contemplating for a while. Something has been like kind of delayed in your life, okay? And this situation, it's really a lot to do with something legal, something official, something important, you know. But this is really a lot, oh, this is so difficult to explain. This is a lot to do with your lifestyle, and it's a lot to do with something that you're planning to do. Lifestyle, it's to do with some kind of a lifestyle change, something that you're planning to do, but you need to get this right. You need to make sure that this is, you don't cut the corners, and you do this properly. Okay, so you must not cut the corners. You need to do this properly. So this contemplation that you had for a while, okay, this is to do with some kind of a lifestyle change. You wanted to, this is to do with the lifestyle change, something really big that you're trying to do when it comes to your near future. And when you do that, you know, this is really kind of gonna change your immediate environment. This is gonna change your immediate environment, is going to change. But when it comes to this, you just need to do things properly. It looks like someone gave you some kind of advice to do this quicker. You can do this quicker, you can do it like this, you can do it like that, which sounds amazing. But it's not how you should do things like that. When you do something like this, you do it by the book. Do you know what I mean? You do how you should do it. Because if you do something wrong, then, oh my God, you can just lose so much money. And it's all going to be pointless. And you're not going to be able to forgive this to yourself. So when it comes to this, you need to do this by the book. And you need to avoid this weird advice you had from somebody who's okay, but somebody who, that person is too silly a little bit. Sometimes people are a little bit too much of a risk taker. Certain people are risk takers, and it's a little bit too much when it comes to certain people, almost as if certain people just love to be punished every now and then. They just don't care. They're just kind of built differently. To take risks in life, it's important. I always say that, but not this type of risk. So you need to avoid this temptation to start with, because this is what this person suggested to you to do, so you can do all this quicker, sooner. You just need to do things by the book, how you should do. Rather do things longer and that may cost more, for example, than just doing something that you're just gonna feel sorry very soon, because it just would not lead towards anything good. So when it comes to this contemplation, now you're gonna realize, you're gonna have on your mind what this person was telling you. Maybe you should do it like this, it's gonna be better. You would cut the corners and you would do things in a wrong way. You need to do things properly, how you are meant to do. When you do something like this, you do properly, how you are meant to do. And then, everything is going to be fine. You don't need to worry about anything. This type of risk is a no, baby, no. So I'm glad that you're going to come to this conclusion that you're going to take the longer way, a longer path, but it's going to be safe and it's going to be the right thing for you to do. Okay, you're so passionate about this, my gorgeous Virgolini. This is to do with your life, it's to do with your future. And once you achieve this, you're going to have this greatest life change ever, lifestyle change. It's going to reflect on your immediate environment, So I'm so glad that you're going to follow your path, your heart when it comes to this. And you're going to make a wise choice to do things traditionally, to do things in a way that are meant to be done, not to cut the corners. And you are, thank God, going to avoid this temptation this person is going to suggest to you, I need you to be so careful about. And of course, it's somebody who's okay, somebody who's in your life. But something like this, again, it needs to come from you. Because you otherwise, you're going to do something that it's going to be like, you're not going to be able to forgive this to yourself. This is why this is going to be so important. So follow your heart and you are going to make a wise choice when it comes to this, my gorgeous Virgolini, And when it comes to this contemplation, of course, you will decide to follow your heart. You will decide to do what it's going to be the right thing to do. And there is some kind of a beautiful plan. There is something you're going to start planning, because now you're going to find yourself in a situation where you can carry on with that particular plan. There is a really quick decision you are going to make. And I do know that you're going to make a really important phone call. And once you make this important phone call, there are certain things that are going to be confirmed to you, and you're going to be ecstatic about these things, because, oh my God, within the next few months, within the next 11, okay, I'm going now, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. I think at around March 2026, at around March 2026 is when all this is going to start happening, my gorgeous Virgolini, where you're gonna begin this you know, this journey when it comes to this, and a really, really big wish, look at this, is going to come true. Absolutely brilliant. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Let's just see what's going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Virgolini. Let's just see. Okay, what's going to be a tarot card of the week? Well, there you go. Surprise, surprise. You see this? Once again, you see, when it comes to this contemplation, you just need to be very, very smart. Do things how they're meant to be done. Do things traditionally. Okay, do things traditionally. Certain things cannot be done overnight, you know. So this is one of them. And also, my gorgeous Virgo, you see this, like a really big worry is coming to an end, and I'm so glad about it. A really big worry when it comes to money and when it comes to finances is actually coming to an end, which is absolutely brilliant. So far you felt, oh my God, like your hands were tied behind your back, and I completely understand. But now, my gorgeous Virgolini, you are gonna be facing some crazy opportunities in life. You know, what you're gonna realize this week you can do, oh my God, it's gonna be so beautiful. You'd really need to think about how you can move on with your life from this moment onwards. You know, a lot is going to be happening throughout this week. There are some amazing opportunities you are going to have, and you know, a new door is about to open. From the beginning of this week, it is going to feel like that. It is going to feel that way, my gorgeous Virgolini. And now, the more you give, you know, to this journey, especially at the beginning of this week, the more you give to this journey, the more you are going to get out of it. And this is what I need you to remember. I'm so happy that things are finally changing for you. I know exactly what you have been through, my gorgeous Virgolini, within the last 2 or 3 years, and now everything is about to change. And there is your answer. All this time you have been guided by your higher self. So many people would walk off, you know, so many people would walk away by now, but you decided to stay. Now it's gonna become absolutely crystal clear why, you know, why was this? Absolutely brilliant. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.